Pittsburgh Steelers go over to Ireland and beat a very game opponent in the Minnesota Vikings 24-21 yesterday. And combing through the tape of that ball game, I was very encouraged about a couple things that I saw. Discouraged about a couple other things, and I'll get to that in a minute. You guys know I compartmentalize my thoughts into good, bad, and ugly. And to be honest with you, there was a lot of good that came out of yesterday's ball game. First and foremost, my defense showed up and showed out. Turned the Minnesota Vikings over a couple times. Could have had two more if the calls went our way. But we were very opportunistic during yesterday's ball game, punching the ball out, getting our hands on footballs, being in the passing lane. Carson Wentz pretty much was confused and battered a good portion of that ball game until late in the ball game where we kind of let our foot off the gas. Offensively, I felt as though we moved the football with much success. We was able to run the football with Kenny Gainwell. Obviously, we've been waiting for a breakout game from DK Metcalf, and a lot of that came in yesterday's game, albeit 80 of it on one specific play. But we was able to spread the ball around, and for the most part, Aaron Rodgers looked the part. We got to stop letting our foot off the gas and not closing these games out. I understand Mike Tomlin is one of the best in the business at one-score games. However, that game was very, 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 very close when it should not have been. The Steelers dominated that ball game for 3.5 quarters. And when the final gun sounded, it was a 3-point game. And the Vikings had the ball with an opportunity to go ahead or kick a game-time field goal. As a Steelers fan, you would think I'd be used to that. I don't know how to win big. I just don't. We haven't done that. But we won the game that we should have won. So where do we go from here? We have a bye week next week. Get some guys back to us. Calvin Austin went out yesterday's ball game. Hopefully he'll be able to come back to us in 2 weeks. That's another couple weeks for Joey Porter Jr. to get himself back right. And some other guys dealing with bumps and bruises associated with play. But overall, I felt as though Kenny Gainwell did exceptionally well. My offensive line, Broderick Jones, exceptionally well. If I'm gonna drag you when you're bad, I'm gonna praise you when you're good. You did exceptionally well yesterday, sir. Peyton Wilson, Patrick Queen, exceptionally well. Deshaun Elliott, exceptionally well yesterday. For the most part, I feel as though we outfitted ourselves exceptionally well, besides letting our foot off the gas and letting the Minnesota Vikings back in this ball game. Looking forward to how we look coming out of the bye. Steelers are 3-1, sitting at the top of the AFC North. A spot where, if you listen to the pundits at the beginning of the year, didn't think we'd be there. I like where we're at right now. Now, let's see how it closes out, but I like where we're at right now. Catch you guys on the flip side.